And apparently, we are live on a Thursday morning. Hello, everybody. Joseph Sunderman here. Just getting situated, starting my day. See if I sound good. I don't hear shit. Well, now I can hear myself, but I do need to still see if we sound like shit. And that was weird. Stop mic and cam. That's not what I wanted to hit. Come on, people. Let's get rid of echo canceling. Let's see if that fixes our problem. That was weird. Stop mic and cam. That's not what I wanted to hit. Come on, people. Where's my video? Echo canceling fixes our problem. That was weird. Okay. Stop mic and cam. That's not what I wanted to hit. Come on, people. Where's my video? Echo canceling fixes our problem. That was weird. Okay. Yep, we're going to keep that off for a second. Let me get my bearings together, check my settings, make sure we're all golden. Yep. Mike, Adam X, that's where we want it. Sure, you can adjust the volume automatically, but that's it. Alright, let's go see how we sound now. Fixes our problem. That was weird. Okay. Yep, we're going to keep that off for a second. Let me get my bearings together, check my settings, make sure we're good. I'm sure that's going to come through here in a second. That's going to be annoying, but I'm just trying to iron out a few things. Okay. I think we can get started now. I got shit to do. And I thought I'd bring you along for the ride, so let's get into today's shit, shan't we? Morning.
Morning.
You at the office yet? I'm assuming it sounds like you're driving.
Just got out of my meeting and went long.
No worries. You need another, how long do you think you'll be?
15 minutes.
I'll see you in 15.
Okay.
Just jump on the status meeting for this morning.
Yep.
I'm sure the guys are already gone doing their thing, but yeah, just jump on that meeting when you get in.
Okay.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Yep.
All right, next person on my list to reach out to is Mr. Brock.
You've reached Christopher Brock.
All right. I am preparing for a partner meeting on September 26th at 3 p.m. This will include Chris Brock, which is our AI guru slash app developer. I met Chris during an event, an AI networking event, and have been to several workshops and events with him ever since. And we've met up a few times socially just to hang out, and he is wanting to help build the back-end application for the Master Tech Plan. Then we have Jennifer Palapinto, and I'm sure I'm butchering her name. I am horrible with her last name, but she's the business development slash marketing person, and I'm not sure her experience with HubSpot and tracking things and building sales funnels, things of that nature. We shall see. But that's what we're looking for her to do. Ashton Merida, she is a friend I met during South by Southwest. She does a lot of administrative stuff. It is very talented and creative. She has the right mindset, and I think she would be great for sessions and leadership development. Jay Gates, who currently manages our matters for the Master Tech Plan. He wants to continue doing so. He's a matters guy. And he also appreciates relationship development and wants to have some kind of leadership role around relationship management and solving their problems when they occur. Eric Vale and Catherine Vale both own 3Z.net, a PDA company, which is a tier 2 data center. At least that's the last time I checked, that's where they were. And I'm sure they've evolved since then. I just don't know if they're outside of a tier 2 yet. They are a true private data center. They are located in River Center Towers in Covington, Kentucky. And that is where we'll be hosting our partner meeting. Then we have Kevin Steele, who owns Summit Digital Networking, who currently has 10 to 12 technicians on staff already with the workload that they have, and are a true MSP. Andy Schweitzer will be our CPA, or our fractional slash virtual CFO, if you will, helping us build the systems and the structure for financial management. Mark Blackham is a virtual CIO. Like myself, he has consulted it in the past, but is currently looking for a full-time position due to him resigning from Rising Star Casino roughly 3 weeks ago. Mark is well aware of the Master Tech Plan, and I've proposed things for Rising Star Casino because he's seen the value in helping them get to their desired state, and how we use the 3 pillars to guide leadership towards that desired state. And not on my list yet, which I need to add now, would be Adam Basher, who is recently been let go from Fisher Design and is looking to do freelance work, and is aware of what I'm building and would like to sit in on the meeting because I believe he can help us with our messaging and marketing. This meeting will be hosted at 3Z, and I should be able to present something, which would be ideal. And the way I see all this working is that think of us like a band. When you're young and you start a band, you get all your friends together that have instruments and that have put time into themselves, time into saving money from their birthdays, whatever, to get themselves a guitar and have an amp. You can tell when a rich kid shows up that doesn't put the effort in but has all the greatest gear, which is great, but if they're not very good at playing it, if they haven't done the time to get good at the instrument, they could have the greatest instrument in the world. Or if they're jerks, they're really good at playing and they have decent instruments, but they just can't get along with people. Like, there's more to being in a band than just having your instrument. You have to have the right mentality, you have to have the right gear, and you have to put time into yourself so you have the skill set. And those are the type of people we are looking for. And this group I just mentioned, they're all band members. They're all grinding, trying to get through day to day. And they all have a specialty skill that if they came together for a central vision, we would be able to create a service that's practical. And what I mean by that is when you sell things to people, you really got to sell it. You got to push and try and finesse and manipulate to get that sale across the line. What are you selling? Because what I'm selling, it's needed. Security, management. You know how many vendors it takes for a company, especially when they get to the point where they have more than 20 employees? You know how many variables are in the equation that equals a successful business? Yeah, it's not easy. And organizing all these pieces, it's just a lot. So every business has a tech plan. Whether they admit it or are aware of it or not, they have a plan. Is it well documented? Is it a fire from the hip, wild, wild west reactive environment? Because that's a lot of, when we see environments like that, that's where we can truly help. Even if your company isn't wild west, they're good at, being proactive with working on the business, not reactive to it, right? And you can tell a business that, oh, the water main or our plumbing's bad. Oh, the electrical box is bad. We got to get it replaced now. Like, why would you not be aware of the situation of it and prevent it from happening in the first place? If something's so old and you know it needs replaced, get it replaced. Oh, we never have time. Money's not the issue, it's time. How are you managing your time? We have something we call maker time versus manager time. And that's essentially what we're trying to do, is we're trying to help leadership understand the difference between manager time and maker time. And if they can understand the difference between the two, we can help them start to condense that manager time and make it more efficient and get it smaller and smaller. So that way what we're doing is we're creating more maker time. And maker time is the time when you get through your day when you're on the clock, and most people just grab their cell phone and start texting and goofing off. But if leadership is really, if you're at a job and your job has a mission and you're trying to get to that mission, leadership should always have something in front of you letting you know, here's how you can help the mission. And that paycheck you get, yes, if you show up and you do your job, you have earned that paycheck. So many people now get a job and then expect that job to cater to them, because that's like, it's so backwards. And a lot of these jobs do suck. I've worked fast food. I've worked retail. I've worked in the service industry, construction, manufacturing, warehousing. I've driven tow motors, 40 footers. I've driven heavy machinery. I've been certified in so many things. I've done so many fucking types of jobs and been all over the place. And I know what it's like to be on the ground. And a lot of times you have leadership that's never been on the ground and they don't get it. So, effectively, this starts with leadership. And our messaging, which I'm excited about, Adam Bayshore. I want to say Bayshore, but I know it's Basher. I think he's corrected me in the past. So, if I can get these guys. Oh, yeah. Battery's dead. It's going to die any second. I need to get a new battery. Hold up. Hasn't died yet, which is crazy, but I know it's going to, so let's go ahead and get this done. I'll be right back. Check 1, 2, check 1, 2. That was fun. Yeah. 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 Has anybody else seen this Chit show? This show with this guy named Chit in it, the guy. Yeah. Like fucking greatest character fucking ever. It fucking cracks me up. I fucking love it. Anyway. So I need to get an invite out to all these people. I have all their contact informations. I need to put together a message to excite them all about the Master Tech Plan, and that Navicore is a consulting agency that is distributing licensing for the Master Tech Plan. And what we would like you to do is become an anchor to the plan. We all have our businesses, we all have our clients. Everybody I've listed, everybody has clients that they serve already. They already have business going, they have work going. The Master Tech Plan is something you can adopt on top of what you're doing. We want them to continue to support their clients. But at the same time, we want to provide each anchor with a solid tech plan for their organization so they can see what the tech plan actually looks like. For instance, Jennifer does marketing. She's a fractional CMO. If we can get her tech plan in order and show how that tech, how that tech plan is supporting her tech stack, and how those tech stacks, how her tech stack supports her objectives and matters for her business. That's the framework here. And by tracking our matters and objectives that we deal with as business owners. Now, if you're working with a client and there is a matter with the client, that's a different type of matter, and only that person knows how to deal with those matters because that's unique to that business. For instance, if she's marketing and something happens with social media, she is the one to fix that problem. You're going to call IT department to fix the social media problem, unless it's a technical issue, accounts,
access, licensing, what if it's technical, great. But if it's around messaging and getting the shit to go the way you want and or retrieving reports for results, that's on them. And how they deal with those matter. How you deal with matters matter. That's I've ran myself into that line way too many times doing this. Anyway, the end result that I want from everybody here is to start doing 1-hour sessions with myself and building out their tech plan, assuming they all have 365 and using SharePoint to manage certain aspects of their business. Now, I know Eric and Catherine's data center is truly a private data center. They want to do private solutions. They don't want to be on the public environment. For instance, 365 has just released AI into their tenants. And I haven't looked into this yet, but based off of their reporting to me, Eric and Catherine, well, mainly Eric, I haven't talked to Catherine about this specifically, but with 365, what Microsoft is doing is they're opening up AI on your tenant, and you do not have the ability to go in and disable this level of AI running. Obviously, to have Copilot and other areas of the licensing, you have to be licensed for that. Other areas of the platform that have AI, such as Copilot, Copilot Studio, Teams Premium, things that use AI that you can turn on and turn off. I guess this layer of AI is embedded into the tenant and you can't turn it off. And that means AI is going to be looking at your data, doing things and that scares people. It does. I've always wondered, having your stuff in Google Drive, having your stuff in Dropbox, having your stuff in whatever it may be. It's not in your possession. And their systems, they have the ability to get into those systems. I'm sure they could see your data if they want to. I have access to over 700 users' data. I don't have the time to be going through everybody's shit, nor do I want to. I have a mission. I know where I'm going. People that try to steal from people and go through their information and do things like that, that's because they're looking for shortcuts and they don't have a plan. A lot of issues underlying there, and we're moving on from that. So now what I want to do is get ready. Jay should be jumping on here in a few minutes. I want to get this invite ready. I need to do a presentation for the partner meeting and all these anchors. My hope is as we're doing objectives and matters for these companies, they're going to start to understand the master tech plan. And they're going to want to take these services to their clients, and they're going to be aware of security and be doing things with the clients to say, hey, they're going to be able to pinpoint the perfect clients that would be great for the MTP. My sales and marketing plan right now for Navicore and the MTP is get these anchors to allow me to work with them. And as we build out their tech plan, I'm going to help Jennifer develop a master marketing plan, an MMP, if you will, or MBDP, a master business development plan. You get the gist. HR, we have, I don't know if Melissa's quite the right pick for this. I need a good HR manager that we can do virtual HR management or fractional HR management. And we already have a CPA. We already have someone doing financial side. So the way we do the master tech plan, they should have a financial plan. They should have a sales and marketing plan. And that's what we're here to do. So, evolve with us. Let us show you how we can build products, build plans and packages. Communication's key here. Like, that's one of the biggest things we do is communication with leadership development, learning how to communicate effectively, learning how to connect and resonate with your audience. I just want to see all these people I bring together, these companies I bring together. Imagine if they worked together in sync and made one big company. What would that look like? I don't know. I'm asking. What would that look like? So what I just did there is I just recorded everything I just said. And by doing so, I just transcribed all those words I just spoke. And another thing I'm trying to do, and this is very powerful, another thing I'm trying to do is to pause. And when I'm hitting a very important piece, I will slow down, which will make it more impactful. It's a thing. Look it up. Adding these pauses, slowing down on the important point. AI even hears you better. Slow down your speaking, and AI will properly transcribe what it is you're saying. So the next step in this process is to go to your favorite AI. Mine's ChatGPT. I'm going to go to the Navicore Tech Plan. I have a project created. In that project, I have all these instructions. As you can see, these instructions down here. All these instructions tell it what we're doing with the Master Tech Plan. And I have all these files that, some of these are pretty deep documents that explain the Master Tech Plan and what we're doing and where we are with things. So I'm going to take that transcript, I'm going to open up a new chat, I'm going to paste in that whole transcript, and I'm going to send it off. And AI is going to take what I said. Another thing I should have done is I have this Word document here that I've started and I got notes on. And I should have uploaded that as well. It has all the names of the people in there, the time and date, and blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Hi, this is Terry. Sorry I can't come.
Well, I didn't see it pop up that you were on. Ain't that some shit?
Do.
All right, how we doing today?
Good. I need to catch Mary this morning. I'm gonna need her help authenticating with GoDaddy.
Are we looking good to go tomorrow on the migration?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it should be as simple as them releasing it.
Did you already get it? Did we already get it?
No, I just said I need to get with Mary this morning so that you can authenticate and release it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I'd like to have that in our possession today if we can. That'd be great. And then we could do it Saturday, right? Because that's what you want to do is wait till Saturday.
No, there's nothing to do. They're just going to release the tenant, and it's going to stay a Microsoft. We talked about it yesterday.
That is not how we're leaving things. We're still going to use the new tenant we're building, right? Because that's what I was saying. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we weren't on the same page.
Maybe not.
Yeah, because what I was saying, then we can control releasing those domains from that tenant. After they're going to release the tenant, so we have full control. That would allow us to do it ourselves, releasing the two tenants and bringing them both underneath the new tenant we're building, so that way we're not bringing over all the clutter. You're wanting to just cut a corner and keep it simple because they make that an option, and I'm saying that's, yeah, I don't agree with that. It's your client. I mean, I can just recommend what I recommend.
We talked about it yesterday. Maybe we're misunderstood each other. What clutter would they be bringing over?
If you don't know what that means, then Jay, I can't keep explaining myself over. I don't got time for it. Like, there's when they release this tenant, that gives us control to do the migration ourselves. Like, then we're just going to do this for free, right? Because we don't have to do anything. That's another way to look at it too. Hey, Mary, guess what? You don't have to pay $3,500 now because we're not doing what we said we were going to do. We're going to cut this big corner, and there's not that much of a mess. We'll deal with it as we go. I just don't. I mean, to me, it just doesn't feel like we're. Yeah, I don't know what you're doing.
That's why we're having this conversation.
Yeah. It may look like a big easy button, but I'm trying to tell you to stay away from those easy buttons. They create problems. I mean, I'm shutting down my company this month because of an easy button. I'm done. Yeah, like I thought I spent all this time discussing this yesterday. Get it. Yeah, go ahead and have it released. I think that's great. Good news. That gives us the power to do it when we want to do it. That's what that whole conversation.
But so are we copying the email from one?
You said you already started the transfer. I thought we were already syncing.
Yeah, everything's the same.
Correct. So, I mean, this is going to be easy. We're just taking GoDaddy out of the equation for having to do the unfederating it from that tenant. They're releasing us that way we can do that on our own outside of needing them.
Okay.
So, just so I understand clearly, you are going to have GoDaddy do this, leave everything as it is, not do anything, and still charge them $3,500. That was what you were going to do.
No.
What part did I mistake? What don't I get?
I'm sure it's not going to be that easy. But it's fine. We can.
Wait a minute. So if they release this tenant and you're going to stay on that tenant, what else would you have to do? And was you still going to bill them the $3,500?
Well, I would confirm that what it actually takes to do it first, before I commit that it's even as easy as they say it is.
Do we have anybody else on GoDaddy or any emails on GoDaddy that or a domain on GoDaddy with somebody else's shit that we can do this on other than Ottawa's that it wouldn't be an impact?
Yeah,
Who?
that's a help solution.
There you go. There's your guinea pig. Does Cincinnati Home Solutions need a tech plan?
Sure they do.
So, are we aligned now? We're going to take ownership of. You can either do a guinea pig or you can make Alwa the guinea pig. You can use your home solutions as a lab. That way we know what all entails to do it. Do you have emails going for Home Solutions?
Yep, yep.
And if we broke that for a day or two, that wouldn't be a big deal, is what I'm hearing. So, how many emails do you have on GoDaddy right now for Home Solutions?
Yep.
And are they both going to you, or is one going to you and one going to Justin? How's that work?
One to me, one to Justin.
Okay. So, you can go ahead and call today. I mean, you and Justin can still communicate other ways. Are you guys receiving emails that you don't want to miss?
No.
So, why don't we go ahead and get Home Solutions done this morning? That way we can get possession of that tenant. And I guess that means we have to set up your own billing account, put your credit card on there. Oh, and guess what? That trial ends today on the new tenant, by the way. Are we putting their credit card on there? Are you going to be billing them directly, or am I billing them for this? Like, how do you want to do it?
I can get a credit card from there.
So we're going to have them pay their own Microsoft bill? That's fine. I mean, I'm good either way.
You? I'll, your set it up, but they say it takes 24 hours, so if we don't do it today, we're looking at Monday.
Well, the beautiful thing here is that if we get control over the other tenant, I just need to get them in this new tenant with the site that we're developing and the apps we're developing in it. So that way, because that's going to be their tech plan. And while you guys are doing this, we need to fill in whatever gaps are missing from those apps. Like, all the users should be simple. We should already have that. The apps, like figuring out what other apps they use that is not in the LOB apps and services. That's important. Every asset they have that's considered a production or business asset, any laptops or desktops or tablets, they need to be in the asset list. Essentially what we're doing is we're tracking all the important pieces of their technology in these lists that we keep updated, and AI can help us when we're planning things and strategizing, or if we need to, whatever it is that we're trying to tell them. It just makes life simple. So we get this set up. We already know they've been paying double for their accounts already. They're going to be paying double this way too. What are you going to bill them when you get Mary's credit card? What is your monthly bill going to be for backing up and managing their 365?
It's like $250 a month.
That covers backups and the management. $500 is what I charge the larger clients to manage their 365, and then $250 a month is what I charge to back up their 365, bringing it to a total of $750 a month. Now, granted, I do a bunch of other shit on top of that too, so my margins are a little bit larger because these are truly managed clients, right? So with them getting management from a third party, that $250 a month versus the $750 a month for their size sounds reasonable. I was going to say closer to $400, but maybe $200 or 150 for backing it up, 150 for managing it. Make it 300.
Do we have to back up 2 tenants?
Where do you get 2 tenants from?
They have the CPM and they have the Iowa.
I was under the impression we were keeping everything under 1 tenant. That way we can back up all. They'll have to pay, like you will have to pay for every user. So some of those users will be paid double for the backup of 365, but you're not going to be paying more than 150 for their backups, right? That's actually a decent margin for you based off what you're paying for their backups, correct?
Right.
So I'm not trying to step on you. 250 is great. I know it's only a $50 difference. Maybe $100 to manage it and 150 for backing it up, something along, or vice versa. 150 to manage it, $100 to back. My camera keeps turning off for some reason. Stupid thing. Anyway. So is that Alan calling them or are you calling them?
Okay.
All right. Before we jump off, what all you got going on today other than this?
The lunch meeting at 12 o'clock.
All right. Dear partners, you are invited to join us for the Navicore Partner Meeting on Thursday, September 26th at 3 p.m., hosted at 3z.net, River Center Towers, Covington, Kentucky. This meeting will bring together a select group of leaders and practitioners who have each built expertise in their craft, technology, operations, marketing, finance, and leadership. Together, we'll explore how the Master Tech Plan creates a structured framework for alignment, communication, and delivery across organizations. Purpose of the meeting: introduce the MTP Anchor Network, a group of specialized partners supporting organizations on their journey from reactive to proactive and eventually landing at that desired state of managed. Share how each anchor can strengthen their own organization's tech plan while extending the MTP model to clients. Share how each anchor can strengthen their own organization's tech plan while extending the MTP model to clients. Establish next steps for 1-hour working sessions with each partner to begin mapping their individual tech plans in SharePoint. Anchors and participants. We have Chris Brock, who's going to be our AI and application development specialist. Jennifer Palapinto, which I need to update this did not do the names right. She's our business development and marketing strategist. Ash Samita will be our administration and leadership development specialist. Eric and Catherine Vale will be our anchor data center, if you will, our private data center. Kevin Still will be our anchor MSP, offering service desk and reactive support. Andy Schweitzer will be our fractional CFO, who's a licensed CPA, and offering our financial planning structure. Just like we have a tech plan, every business needs a financial plan, and we're developing one underneath his leadership. Mark Blackham, which is the VC, he was the CIO at Rising Star Casino until recently, and he currently is looking for a position, and he's excited for the Master Tech Plan. Adam Basher, who is our brand specialist, who has worked with one of our clients for a long time, is familiar with the MTP, but he no longer works for that. He's went out on his own as a freelancer. And he's excited for what we're building and wants to help us bring this thing to life. And I don't have you in here yet, Jay, but well, I do have you in here. You are Matters Management and Relationship Development Specialist. I just looked over your name for some reason. I didn't think you were in there. Why this matters? Every organization already has a tech plan, whether documented or ad hoc. The MTP makes that plan visible, structured, and aligned with leadership objectives. By working together as anchors, we create a band of specialists, each with their own instrument, but united in playing the same song. This is about more than selling services. It's about providing businesses with clarity, security, and confidence in their path to the desired state. What to expect? Presentation of the MTP framework, a discussion on anchor roles and opportunities, next steps for individual tech plans, and open collaboration and networking will be at the end of the session. 3 until we decide to stop. Please confirm your attendance by replying to this message. We're building something practical, sustainable, and transformative. I look forward to seeing you there and aligning our efforts. What are your thoughts?
Sounds good. Not trying to rush or anything, but am I doing the Awa thing this week or next week?
Well, let's talk about that plan real quick. It'd be really nice if we had our checklist of doing this already, because I mean, as we're doing this, Jay, we need to be creating that. We know what the MTP is. We know what we're developing. As we're doing objectives, we need to be improving and enhancing our checklists, our pipelines, all that shit. So we know we have to have a tenant. We know we have to get everything moved over. The plan is, how do you feel about doing Home Solutions first as a guinea pig? Is that overkill for you? I'm here to meet you where you are. So I'll let you know if something really scares me and where I'll be like, I really don't want to do that. I'll push on something if I feel like it needs pushed.
Right.
So,
Well, GoDaddy says it takes up to 24 hours for them to do this, and I don't want it to be broken over the weekend. So we give the go-ahead for Awa today, or we wait till next week.
I would say go ahead and have them both released to us, the Home Solutions and the AWA, because they're not going to stop production at all. They're going to give us admin, and everything should still work. The only thing we have to change is making sure we have that is being paid for. Now, the one question I would want to know is when is the cutoff? Because we paid for licensing. They're giving us the tenant. How long before those licenses expire? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think that they mentioned something about you have to add the
whatever. All right, what's next? Or did I answer all your questions on, do we feel confident with AWA yet?
Yep.
Now, I would love for us to have the objective pipeline up and putting documenting this as we go. And we have a Word document that's tracking things as we go. Like, we should be doing that. We'll get there once we're done with the current environment. We have the new environment set up. All right. So we're good on AWA. Partner meeting next Friday. I want to get this invite out. If not today, definitely tomorrow. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else that we want part of this band we're putting together.
No, I can't think of anything.
All right. PSA. Have you thought any more about PSA backups? Are you want to use Kevin for backups and everything continuing, or do you want to be under like Town Center? I don't want them underneath this platform unless they're truly see value. Like, do you think they would listen to our spiel on the tech plan and buy into it?
No.
Reactive support, put them under Kevin until, let them be managed. I really think we're going to get enough money going underneath the MTP and get enough clients. If this meeting, if half of these people stick to what this is, even Andy alone with the amount of business Andy has already, he's offered to open it up and even say, hey, do you want me to, do an email to all my clients and let them know about this awesome service you're doing, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, we're not ready. No. You throw that on me right now, I wouldn't be able to give them the attention they need. I don't have the team. The band's not ready to perform that show yet. We got to get ready. How we deal with prospects, how we give them a tech plan, getting the LOA signed, getting their accounts, the financial document filled out so that way we can build them automatically. Setting up their tenant, getting their team site set up, starting to make all their apps. Like, there's so much to the roadmap and the onboarding to the MTP, and we're actually got that started like it's coming together. We need to get our shit together. So the way I see it is keeping it focused. We have anybody that's on the MTP, they're in this clean system right here. This brand new PSA, this brand new backup system, this new agents on the computers. This is where the MTP is supported from. Kevin, can your team monitor this platform and take care of it for us? That's how I'm framing it. Do you see any issues with this? Or do you have anything to add to it, take away? Different suggestions, anything?
It's all just going to come down to, is there enough money to be split enough ways that it's going to be interesting to everybody to be involved? Or is it going to get split down to so little that it's not going to make sense for people to participate?
Well, the way I was looking at it is each one of these people I've mentioned, and that's going to be in this meeting, they all have clients. They all have people they're supporting already. And no matter what your role is, you have matters and objectives to deal with. You have matters and objectives for your clients and the services you're delivering, and you have matters and objectives for you and your business. We're focused on the latter, and we know by working internally, the external will improve. It's just science. So, you, for example, I would love to set up, since the MSP's tenant, have a fresh, SharePoint site created to manage matters and set it up for Summit to be able to work through that site instead of Summit having their own, making you the anchor. But then they would be supporting your company on dealing with matters. Yeah. Is that how you want it to be? Do you want it to be through Kevin?
I mean, I can work with Kevin.
What I want to do is have our environment set up with just the clients underneath it that understand and adopting the MTP. And that way, there's a clear wall between everything else and the Master Tech Plan clients. And my goal isn't to start bringing their clients underneath the MTP. My goal is to add Summit underneath my list of clients. And as an anchor, they're not paying me to have the MTP and to do the training on their techs and do all this stuff. Them paying me is taking care of my handful of clients and their tier 1 issues. And whatever the cost is for the software and everything, like there's got to be some kind of budget towards their efforts, right? And I'm sure there needs to be a budget towards my efforts too. So again, money is going to exchange where money needs to exchange. So if I am providing training and support to them, and I say that's a solid $1,000 a month, in return, I want you to be the service desk for matters and to monitor the security of our environment through our PSA and our systems. I'll give you $2,000 a month. Really, you would just think he would just give me $1,000 a month, we'd be done. But no, he's going to give me $2,000. I'm going to send him $1,000 because that's we want money going where it goes. Money should equal effort. It's just a new take. The 26 MTP is going in like Wegman. I have my review with them in 30 minutes. I need to get ready for that. And just to give you a heads up on what their review looks like, let me pull it up. So here's their worksheet. This is what they're paying now. This is what they're going to be paying with Navigator. Oh, shit. Hold on. Stop. Share. Yo. So this is what they're paying now. This is what they're going to be paying after. This is under Icora. This is under Navicore. And I told them, Icora is shutting down. I have a new startup that's consulting only, and this is what your bill is going to be through that consulting. These services, like this right here, this will get transitioned to, like, I'm managing it right now as we're taking it off as the consultants, but eventually that'll be handed off to whoever's going to be managing the PSA, right? So that portion of the bill should be going towards whoever's covering service desk, minus the licensing, of course. Especially if I'm the one paying for the licensing. The phone bill, like once all this is done, if they want to set up their own Twilio and stuff, they can. I'm happy to do that. But I'm still going to charge them probably $300 I'm going to add to their VCIO payment once this is gone, because that's really all it is managing anyway. Infrastructure, their servers will go to 3Z, so 3Z will get their cut. Navicore will get some kind of, whatever our margins are, we'll be able to get some of that back. I guess what I'm saying is this $3,000 should turn into about $5,000 when it's all said and done, and $2,000 from this budget should be going to other vendors. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Then when I sit down to go over this with them, I'm not going to do it in the format I just had pulled up. Obviously, we're going to use our dashboard. So refresh my page here so you can see what it's going to look like when we sit down with them. So this is our little blurb that explains where we are today. I'll read that in the review. We'll go over the qualification pieces, and I've updated all these pieces to match with where I think we are this quarter. And what needs to happen, like next steps, work on improving identity alignment through structured communication processes and leadership engagement, meaning do your damn admin sessions and start using central communications that the MTP, has outlined for you. And all that is documented on their team site. I don't know if you've went to Wegman Company's tech plan ever, but if you go to their tech plan, all this stuff is documented in here under their tech plan. And some of it's under the admin team site. There's a tech plan here as well. Is this it? I guess I have a placeholder for it. I just haven't put anything underneath it yet. Great. Anyway, so going over the dashboard with them, this is why this gets easier as we're going through this. So we get to talk to them about where they are with qualifications. And you want to listen to your client to make sure you align. As you go through this, you're going to see if they agree with you or not, and see if they want to update the next steps or how you guys are going about it. Like, you can tell whether they're aligned or not by watching. Then we have the worksheet portion, which I'm going to go over this with them. It's going to talk about the total and what it comes out to. And actually, I need to update this just so you can see how this is done. I take the worksheet. I'll grab this here. I'll copy it from here, hit edit. We're going to delete this whole thing. We're going to insert this. Get rid of that. We can get rid of that. God damn it. What the fuck is happening? Well, break shit right now. There we go. So that puts it all in here. Then I gotta go back through here just to make this a little bit bigger. So these all stand out to them. Was this too much work? I'm sure if I formatted the cells to be 24, that it would come over that way when I copied it. Yeah, and I am just now, when we do this transition, Jay, I'm going to start billing them for the Verizon. So when you figure out how much I owe you for the phone bill every month, I can send that to you. Does that make sense?
Yep.
I'm going to start collecting with Navicore, and whatever I'm providing you, we'll figure out the value of that. You'll pay me monthly for that. Whatever you're providing me, I'm going to charge. You're going to be able to bill me for that. So that way, no more of this bullshit of, yeah. I'm hoping that'll clear some of that up. I don't need any of this shit. All right, so that's the second portion of the review, which is the worksheet. That's been updated now, so now I'm ready for my review. This has been updated already. Just making sure all my links work here. Just picking some random ones. Yeah, so that's Apollo. It takes you straight to it. There's the kudos page. HR page. There's our expenses. There's our objectives. Yeah, admin team site. Everything's working. So we cover the current app builds